Yeah, we're live right now. No. I told Joe not to do impressions like that in front of deaf people. Yeah, because they can still hear, right? All right. I'll let you go. Bye.
Tell them those jokes are tasteful, bro. Those are tasteful jokes. Brah. Here we are.
What's up, guys? How y'all doing today?
Dude, that blue thing in the background, I know that's a Master Sword, but it doesn't look like a Master Sword.
Yeah.
Sorry, kids.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, dude.
Joe, you'll never see the Master Sword the same way again.
I know, dude.
Never will.
Well,
sorry, fans, you won't either.
They didn't know both sides were dangerous.
Hold on. The blade's not the only part of the weapon.
Right. It's too funny.
Oh, good. All right, so 2 jokes back to
what's
back.
What's up?
Yeah, good start.
Yo, Bud's in the house. Hello.
Who is in the comments?
And Leader of Lag's back. What's up? Good day, my friend.
What's up, Bud? Scoot's in the house. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, new week. 1 week before Christmas. I have this. I couldn't find a hat, so I got this stocking that I could wear. It works. I feel like I'm more festive this way, even though you can't really see it. But or I could just hang it back here somewhere. But
yeah,
whatever. Feels weird.
I'm just a grump. I'm
You saying you're a Grinch? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm a Scrooge.
Well, don't say Scrooge. I know if you listen to Tim Dillon.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Did you see his?
Back? No, but if Tim Dillon talks about it, I'm gonna say, all right, it's not safe territory anymore. My bad.
Oh, it's very well. This part you'll find funny. I think everyone could find this funny. He does a retelling of Christmas Carol, but instead, like Scrooge is the good guy, and like it's more of a story about like how socialists are trying to stop this capitalist from making money. And like working on Christmas.
Oh man,
it's too funny.
My contact's messing with me. Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
But yeah,
Joe?
Yes, what's up, Jedi? Thanks so much for your help on Reddit, guys. If you do have Reddit in the r/JRPG section, I just posted my game project, the trailer, and it blew up. So we started an r/Beckoned, and Jedi's the mod app over there. So if you have an account, go over there, join it. Scoots, if you've got an account, go over there, join it. Anybody, Leader Lag. But that's a good way to kind of keep up with us and, keep that community kind of growing. So, and then Joe's got some stuff with Star Circuit too.
Oh, of course. Today I do want to talk about Star Circuit, which is my comic book, but I also wanted this whole stream to be a little bit featuring a lot of other creators because I think it's good to spread that.
Yes.
With some holiday cheer, you know what I mean? Holiday stuff.
Go ahead. I'm still trying to pull mine up.
I know Jedi is good at doing this, but I'm going to put up the first link.
Oh, yeah. So, guys, hope y'all having a good week so far. It is Wednesday, though.
Yeah, we got like I said, it's I wanted to bring the holiday cheer since it was so close.
We got that and Tom Cruise leaks and everything else.
Oh yeah, Tom Cruise leaks.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing new. I'm sure he blows up.
He actually snapped into that character from Tropic Thunder.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it sounded exactly the same.
It's very close.
That's why he wanted the big hands. That's why he wanted.
He actually sounded more like the character in the real job because he was so intense. Nice,
right?
Yeah, it was pretty funny though. I'm sure he blows up on people way more than that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not arguing it,
Yeah.
with if you're part of a movie stage and you're getting things running like that, then yeah, it's like do your best not to, mess with things. Sorry, trying to dance.
It's all good. I can pull you up for a second.
Yeah,
situated. I didn't realize.
Wasn't ready, Joe.
However, I can. I want to talk about a couple projects that.
If I was ready, it would just be that, flashback from our competition. But no.
Yeah, don't want to flashback. No flash.
Don't want to flashback. Here, I'll create a new thing. Do you have anything that you're working on right now? Your bike was awesome, but yeah, if you're ready to start doing the.
Yeah, I'll start off the sharing of other people's stuff.
Yeah,
here,
do that,
and we'll keep it moving on. Meanwhile, Jedi is psyched for season 2 finale of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. So yeah, this is one project that seemed pretty nuts. It's called Sovereign Wolf, and I've seen it kind of fun pretty quickly on Indiegogo. But nice. Yeah, it's a comic book that is pretty slick. Let's see some of the artwork. It's pretty slick.
Oh, that's gnarly.
Yeah, I don't know what it really reminds me of, but the art all around is pretty solid. It's kind of like these experiments gone wrong kind of thing. But yeah,
that pose is really good. Just that whole shot's really good.
Yeah, all the preview pages are really good looking. So
and see, like that shot right there in the middle, about foreshortening, and you could overdo it by making that hand too large quite easily just by following proportions. So it's stylistically actually it stays in frame, completes the composite. There's some good choices in that.
Yeah, for sure. You can see you can't see my mouse, but it looks like you're looking at the top panel, and then your eye might like swoop with his forefinger and thumb into his face.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool. But yeah, some more interior shots. All of the art looks good. Not many indie books like this look this good all around. So I'm pretty excited about it. I actually don't remember if I backed it or not. Let's see. I'm logged in.
It reminds me of Gargoyles, but
I am logged in.
Form.
I'm not backed. I'm going to back this on stream here because I do want to get this because the downfall is a lot of the art kind of fails at some point. Some of this doesn't look as great as others in here on that second page, but I like this transition of the eyeball. It's pretty sweet with the heart monitor. Nice touch. But yeah, this book looks pretty awesome so far. And this is a side story, so it's not the same artist, but looks pretty sweet. Pencils look good.
Yeah, but it reminds me of Gargoyles.
It's a good amount of Gargoyles and like Street Sharks or something. I don't know what it is.
Right, yeah. I was thinking Street Sharks in the beginning too, but I think it was like that the box toy art. So it would be high definition or like your VHS tape cover, It's got that definition to it, but
trading cards.
Great. I think it's great stuff.
Yeah, for sure. It's a crossover. Yeah, some like art can really fall flat sometimes, and
his color theory is incredible.
Yeah, it is pretty good for sure. You can see, I don't know where the team is listed. Maybe at the bottom. There's his stretch goals. So you get some free prints. That's it. Let's go back to the top. I definitely want the base book. I don't know if I want anything else, but seems like Bad Moon Rising. You get trading cards, the graphic novel, and the print. Otherwise, the Ferocious 5. I don't know what this gives you. Oh, it's a different cover. That's the whole point. More people like the Ferocious 5 than this one. I kind of like this one. It's such a heroic pose. So let's go in here. I'm going to get this perk.
It's like Beast. What was not Beast Wars, but Oh man, animal, like the transforming and the humans transforming into animal stuff. What was that?
Oh,
Animorphs.
Animorphs. What? I mean, that's one of them.
And
That's definitely one of them.
then the fighting game, Bloody Roar, where you kind of the
Mhm.
humans change into the beast forms.
So he's at 228. Let's make it 229, guys. Help this dude get do that. All you guys, Jedi's got the link in the chat. If you are into this kind of thing,
Yeah.
definitely do so. I'm gonna pull the screen away. That way my information doesn't show.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm gonna back this thing. $10 for shipping. That's usual, per usual. Dude, I'm gonna have so many good books coming to me this year. But yeah, that's one that I really liked. Let's check out the chat. See anything in the chat you want to read, Jeremy?
Chat pretty much does what they do. They
Does what they do.
They're doing good. Art Jedi's throwing out links, and Reese is saying hey, and
oh yeah, she's saying hello.
Leader of lag
shout
is lagging. And,
oh yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm making a joke on his name, but he hasn't messaged in a while. And then yeah, I'm guessing Scoots and Bud are just trying to chill out. What episode am I on, Jedi? I am on episode 8.
8 of the first season?
Yes. But I really want to jet through it all to get to the big canoodles. The whole reason the Mandalorian show was started in the first place. But you got someone else you throwing up, or do you want
I'll give it to you.
Okay, throw me up. Guys, a few friends of mine from Indianomicon in Orlando have their game, The Commission, right now. I do think they had a test last weekend, beta test, but looks like they are live and running. So I think they just started, but yeah, if you got Windows and Mac, yeah, if you got Windows and Mac, go check it out. It's
What kind of game is that?
It's a turn-based game. Let's see, we tried to do trailers on here before, and it doesn't really work because things don't want to load right. But yeah, hold on, Jedi. I'll throw this down there, and he's in the private chat, right? Or privy chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
But yeah, if you've got yours up, you can go next. But yeah, guys, The Commission.
Well, how does it play?
Great. What?
How does that game play?
It's a solve the mystery type. You're supposed to figure out who the Dawn is while you're, I'm guessing, gaining commissions on hits of gangsters. I believe. I haven't personally played it yet. But
Interesting.
Yeah, might be up your alleys if you're into the gangster mobster thing. So hold on, let's see. True to his genre, commission is not displayed. So yeah, the reviews seem pretty good on that. And then yeah, I mean, on the takes influence from the heyday of 1930s American mafia, featuring organized crime in the city of New Shore. Vying for control, money, and power, pick one of the 5 unique families, exert your influence on the city, and remove competing powers using violence, politics, and careful investment of illegal rackets. So, yeah, seems like a resource
awesome.
Yeah, resource management term.
Yeah, there's one that have you heard of? What is it? This is the Police, I think is what it's called. It reminds me of that, I think. Where you have to like manage a police department. Yeah, that's what it seems like to me.
But yeah.
All right.
Anyway, yeah, you're next. I've got
There's
one
one-
more, but yeah.
Okay, sure. I'm gonna change it up. This is next one's from Adam Post, which is another Comicsgate guy who usually does zombie stuff, but this time he's got something for the ladies. For the ladies, he's doing a mermaid book, which is pretty cool.
That is neat.
And he's got a lot of. So this story is kind of like this kind of peaceful teacher mermaid that kind of has to become a warrior to defend her people. And all the art looks, a lot of the background art and the covers are all like Alphonse Mucha inspired. So
Finding Nemo mixed with Braveheart mixed with Little Mermaid.
Right. That's what he should have up here. Get this. So the mermaid is the one mermaid's journey from simple teacher to unbeatable warrior is the way he's described it. He should have said it the way you did, though.
It's bad to name drop because some people haven't seen things.
Yeah, I think I would back this one with the size because I like size and I like this composition a lot.
That's cool.
It's got a lot of energy. Something about the borders on the bottom where it like swill.
All right, this makes me really like mermaids. I'm sitting here and going, dude, this is pretty cool.
Yeah,
this is neat.
And I told him I would
art style and just kind of like that angle to it, like that story angle to it. It's like, yeah, these are not your sirens.
Right. He's also got other commission covers and stuff, but it's your standard. I think he's doing the whole book in this 2x3 grid though.
Kind of reminds me of McFarlane a little bit. Like, imagine if McFarlane designed mermaids.
Mm-hmm. For sure. And it feels a little like this shot especially just feels very old school, like Greek goddesses. Yeah. It's got that classic feel. Could be the coloring too, but these two. So it's cool that he did the whole book like in a 2x3 grid. It reminds me of certain different things, but yeah, I know it'll be cool for a lot of people out there that don't really read a lot of comics, but also maybe just really like mermaids or think this idea is pretty cool. So
it does have that very retro comic,
feel right?
Yeah.
I wish he showed a page that had whoa, he's got another making of the mermaids, and it's 100 pages. Well, what I was going to say is you rarely see a book that looks this old school. Mm-hmm. And so I kind of wish the lettering was up there so I could feel out how everything reads. But this dude's been making comics for a long time. And
so wait a minute. Are the shark maids? So do they battle it out with the mermaids? Cause
I don't know. I'm not sure how the shark maids get involved here, but it looks like they're definitely the antagonists of some kind. Bud says it looks very Art Deco. Yes, it does. And thanks for joining us, all y'all.
Yeah.
Here's the line art for him for some of these. This is pretty cool.
Oh, the squid or the octopus. That was a cool one. Yeah, this guy needs to get into tapestry making. He can make a buttload. Joe, we can't hear you.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah, the dog is barking, so I'm muted.
This guy can make some money with making tapestries on the coast.
Yeah, I was going to say this could be really good tarot stuff.
That too.
Make a whole tarot deck. All right, so let me read this main character. A gifted teacher, Jana, spent her early life in the service of the young. When she finally indulges her own passions, they nearly destroy her. While tutoring the childlike princess Molina, Jana falls hopelessly in love with the dark, visiting Princess Eldris. Their torrid affair ends with the announcement of a political engagement between Eldris and Molina, leaving Jana devastated and suicidal. Jeez. It gets pretty deep quickly. I think the descriptions maybe are too deep. There's a lot of them. He's like really into mermaids. I didn't think dude, if you go see his old book was called College of the Dead, where it's just like a zombie book in college. There we go. College of the Dead graduation day. This is his other book. So this is what I'm used to seeing from him.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
That's
so
cool. It's cool.
Awesome. Go back this, all you mermaid fans. I know some of you out there probably would like this. I would definitely back this one if I was Mermaid with the Sigh. Of course, I'd be in. Pretty cheap too for 48 pages. So
Yeah, that's some cool art. I like it.
Killer stuff, guys.
Definitely down with the killer mermaids.
Awesome. That's mine. I don't know if you got one more.
Yep, I got Wiffle Blasters. I've talked about these guys for a while. They're coming soon. Add this thing to your wish list. It's a competitive arena. You've got a single shot, unless they've changed it since I've played it, and your shot can ricochet. I believe they may have weapon changes, and different hats give you certain different abilities, or I guess buffs, or compared to your opponents. But shots can ricochet around corners. Once you make a shot, you're out of ammo, which means all you can do is run up and then slap your opponent. So it's the slap that really makes. Oh
yeah, Wiffle Bastard. Yeah. Looks awesome.
So this is by some ex-coworker, me and Joe. These guys are awesome.
Do they have a website link that you can click right now and see if they bring you anywhere?
I bet you we're our Suckerbird on Facebook.
Oh, the top.
Where up top? Where you talking about?
You're right there.
Visit website. Boom.
Yeah. Just want to see if there's like any other. You're leaving Steam.
Yes, I know. Let me go to the external site, please. Wiffle Blasters.
I just want to see any of their presentation.
When they showed off at a game show that we were all at, they were crowds around, and it's a real fun game to get into. I'm glad to see they've done more for design and really pushed more after they got their core figured out, which I think is what they did when they did that show. But fun guys, great group of minds there. So go check them out. These guys are awesome.
Cool. But yeah, I wanted to play the demo. It's only Windows, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Just Windows. All right, that's all I got. That's all I got.
Awesome. Yeah, those two were my main two that I've really liked out of what I've seen recently, because the other two books you've already seen, which is Gray Matter, which is that Cyberpunk book.
Gray Matter.
That's still funding out there, so I don't know if Jedi's listening, but maybe put their link too for Gray Matter. Try to put them in the chat, help them out. And yeah, what are you going to be drawing? Anything?
I don't know. I have no clue. No. Oh yeah, hold on. I do have a clue. What am I talking about? I started something on the last episode and then posted it the next morning after I'd gotten done, and then started adding to it.
Right.
And I think it's either under Rufio or under Lost Boys. So I'm trying to bring it up right now.
Yeah. I thought I saw the finish.
I'll hit him. You probably saw the finish Rufio. I did finish.
Yeah, the finish Rufio. That's what I meant. Correct.
Dang it, where's the other one then? Oh no. I hope I saved it.
Yo, I was on Amazon today and I noticed that for some reason Amazon Basics is really sponsoring Black Lives Matter. I don't know. It makes no sense. They sell detergent and USB cables. It's just a weird mix. You're like, what? There's no relation to
it's virtue signaling. It's
obviously, but
if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense.
It almost seems bad, though. It seems like
that's what I mean. It's transparently
Well, more than that, I think it
should be offensive. It should be offensive that they can do that, and
it's very weird.
It's it trivializes the real issue.
Yeah, that, and it's Amazon Basics. Almost, I see a correlation maybe Maybe they're associating this group with like having to afford basic shit.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Like, hey, ask Snoop Dogg.
We should.
I'm just joking.
Dear Snoop Dogg, I'm writing you this letter.
You bring up Tim Dillon and it's dangerous because he has a particular type of comedy. And if no one understands it
I love Tim Dillon, man. He's creative, man. that guy.
He is
very creative. So what are you doing with this piece? What your
I don't know. I just something that's separated from Beckon, something that's more cathartic for me. So it's Rufio with the pan sword, like attacking the Jolly Roger, even though in the Hook movie he doesn't have the pan sword at this point. But yeah, I just thought it was like this was Peter Pan while Peter Pan was growing up.
Right.
Like, when he left, dipped out, this kid comes up to lead the Lost Boys and protect them. And so,
right.
Yeah.
Look, this is cool. Well, just looking at this gives me anxiety, kind of.
Jesus, why?
I don't know. Just the way I draw, like seeing one finished piece and then or finished character, and then everything else is very loose. It just gives me this like, I don't know. It's that feeling where when you like. It's that feeling when you draw like a really well done portrait, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm going to draw the rest of his body."
Right.
And it always turns out a little wonky to me, from at least in my experience.
The thing that's wonky to me is if I would have had him holding the rope, I would have had his arm out, instead of pulled back into his hip. But we're also talking about the kid who does backflips off of a rope while swinging. So this banister rail that's behind him is where I'm gonna basically pop the heel of his foot, so as if he's kind of basically coming from mid swing, anchoring on the banister rail to do the war cry, bangarang, or whatever, before probably dropping or swinging back in. I don't know. I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do with it. I might take out that whole, I might actually draw the rest of the arm in there. I don't know yet.
But that's what I'm talking about.
Talk about the anxiety, right?
Right. That unsureness for me feels, I can feel it in my chest. So while you work, I'll think of any other projects that are maybe outside of comic books that are still indie projects, but not really, obviously my forte of comic books. Let's see what Jedi's saying. When did you guys start talking about the Illuminati?
Wait a minute. How are we talking about? What did I say?
I don't know. Did we say? I don't know. You were talking about Captain Hook, and I was talking about Black Lives Matter. Tim Dillon. I don't know how.
Oh yeah, that's probably where. Okay, now I'm caught up.
I wouldn't associate that with anything, but I get it.
Not like you said Bohemian Grove, right?
I did not say Bohemian Grove, no.
But I did. But I did.
Well, there goes my monetization, dude. My videos aren't monetized, guys. We haven't reached that point yet. That is the goal.
We can say this. Yeah.
That is the goal for 2021. Have you guys ever made like goals and listed them out and then like not seen it for years and then find the list of goals that you made and then we're able to cross off stuff? I've never done that until today. And I found an old list and it was like a bunch of, and one of them was I talk about one too, but keep going. Yeah. I was able to scratch off two. One was finish Star Circuit Chapter 1. That's done. And then 2, and I didn't even call it Chapter 1. It just said finish Star Circuit, which I count as Chapter 1. And then also collect 100 emails for Star Circuit. So that was, and we've done that. Now there's other ones on this list. Let me see real quick if it's anything ridiculous that I want to share. The top one is become a paid penciler for a good comic book publisher. Now that is a weird one because the comic industry is dying. And I don't think that's anywhere close to being a possibility, or I don't even want it to be one, because I think I'm really into this crowdfund thing, and I think that could work. If I could draw my own books, it'd be better.
Amen.
So yeah. Number 2 I have is also work at another studio for storyboards, which again, it would be cool if I did. I had a couple opportunities for that, but nothing came through. And then I have a couple crossed off, and then the other one is exercise, pretty much, which is
back on the insanity workouts.
No, I only did one of those style workouts a couple times ever. Karate does you very well, because it's like a slow burn. If you ever
especially if you're in class and they force you to stretch beforehand.
Yes, that's part of it. But it's weird. It's like you're not with karate. It's like over the course of months, you slowly start building into like a a certain physique. Hey, Cloud.
Chuck Norris thighs.
Cloud's here. What's up, Cloud? Cloud. What's up, Cloud? Yeah. So, what was I leading in there with?
You were talking about working out and
so karate, it's like this slow build, and you'll end up having like slow progression to where you want to be. And instead of like, if you hit the gym hard for like a month, you'll start seeing good results, where karate is not that intense. It's more about like long-term pushes. I mean, you could make it everything in your life and really get fast results. Anyway, I don't want to go in that, but those are the goals. Didn't you say you have a couple goals that you said you met or something? Hey, Cloud.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I was saying that. Maybe I was saying that. You were saying something, I think, right before your goals thing that made me think about something. But I guess since you put me on it, we got 65 emails on our Indiegogo. So
hell yeah.
That's going good.
That's growing well.
And then I mean, of course, between you and me, and I think I've said this to people before, when I got started doing my game seriously, it was kind of around the same time you were starting your comic book seriously. We both kind of told each other, when I think I said it more than you did, I was like, by the time your comic book's done, our prototype will be out there. And so, and I think, did it really take a pandemic in 2020 to do it? Did it really take that to push us?
Yeah, I had some
choices.
I had a similar goal along that line, and I failed at it, but not really, because it still is in all the controversy around Cyberpunk 2077. My goal was to release before they released. So if you haven't heard Cyberpunk 2077, this is unheard of. Let me pull up this letter real quick, just so I can pull a blurb. This doesn't happen very often, but this game developer made the worst decision ever and misled millions of people.
Yeah, so from what I understand is that they held back console gameplay from the reviewers under a non-disclosure.
Yes.
And so that was to keep in mystery about what console play was going to be and what its current state was. But from what I also understand, there's a lot of console players that are saying my copy of the game is fine. I haven't seen any issues.
Well, I wouldn't believe that, dude. Everything I've ever seen is really, really, really bad. And those people who say they don't see issues,
didn't they apologize too?
So here's this is the apology letter. This never ever happens. It's come to the point where at the end here they say, you also might be wondering what these words mean in light of saying we achieved a gold master. That's not what they were talking about. I wanted to talk about them.
Do you remember how much crap they were getting for delaying again, though? Like every time they
this is the wrong letter. That's why.
The public seemed to come at them every time they delayed. Oh, Cyberpunk, what are you doing? It started to become a joke. And so now that it comes out and it's like it's in this state, it's like they're getting death threats. And it's like, my goodness.
Yeah, dude, there's
I don't know.
there's a weird thing going on right now in general. Okay, so I found it again. Now I'll do this and I'll share again. But it's weird because this never really happens, man. They're going to give refunds back to people if you're able to even get one. Like if you get on, because you're going to have thousands, if not a million people trying to get a refund at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, you can go to help me refund at cdprojectred.com and we'll do our best to help you.
So I have a friend on Facebook that posted something about this and was like, yeah, what do you think it is? How do they put out, why do people threaten the developers' lives? It's not their fault. And so I posted in a response to it like, hey, this is generally a publisher who needs to make their money on a certain date, and the developers don't have any problems with it. But then let's think about this. All the controversy around it. Look how it's on our screen right now to all of our audience members. It's more marketing. It's almost welcome, especially in the games as a service kind of thing. I
would say this is one case where
this is Sonic the Hedgehog all over again.
This is publicity this publicity I wouldn't want for my company.
No, of course.
Like if imagine this was you and you were like, you didn't, it was coming out on Switch. Beckon was coming out on Switch. You purposely didn't show them how the performance was on Switch. And I
wouldn't have made that decision.
Right, so that's how I put it. I put it in like small terms. Forget that they're a big company and they actually did stuff before that was good. Do this for anything. That's me saying
for anything that you're, especially in today's world, like you can do that. Why would you dodge that?
Right. That's me having a digital version of my comic and be like, oh, the book is going to be the exact same thing, and then you get it and it's not anything like what the book is on PDF. It's weird. So I thought I'd bring it up, especially because I'm a big Cyberpunk fan. This game was in development for so long that you're like, I just wanted to be in the boardroom meeting when they were like, we're nowhere near the point where it's actually getting.
I'm not going to say too much on this, but we have experience with people like that. So that's about as far as I'll go with that.
Right.
So
true.
You and I both have.
There's a lot of people in many companies that are like that. And producers will make the wrong choice for greed or just so they don't make waves. And I'm sure that's what it was. I don't think these people are what's the word? Malevolent. Yeah, I don't think these people are malevolent. I think they are just not trying to make waves. They didn't want the backlash.
Their awarenesses aren't all the way 100%. Can any of you confidently tell me you are 100% aware of your environment, your sociality, and all that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I know. So Jedi says, imagine it on Switch. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah, that would. I've seen some of the texture popping, the loading stuff, the low poly. Hey, at least you got polygon character.
Did you see the motorcycle rolls though?
I saw like the car problems and yeah, it's. But I mean, like I said before, these publishers made their money back in pre-orders before the game came out.
Right.
That's true. What did you expect? It got too big for its britches, and the publishers wanted to cash, especially after everything's been hit with pandemic stuff.
True.
Yeah, I mean,
I think everybody was wishful thinking, but at the same time, this is a bad move.
Say this with confidence: COVID probably ruined Cyberpunk 2077.
I don't think that's the case.
Okay, good, because in 6 months it'll be better.
I wouldn't even
take the No Man's Sky route.
Yes, that's years ago. That's 2 years ago. Yeah. So look, if you got a PS4 or a base Xbox, One, just don't go for it.
Don't do it.
It's not a good. I somehow called it. I don't know how. I just had a feeling like I saw my pre-order. I was like, canceled. The minute I heard glitches and I heard there was like a weird embargo with the footage, I was like, this is really weird, man. I'm gonna pull this. I love Cyberpunk, but this sounds fishy. Chetta says, well, more people are talking about legit and crashes rather than the story and gameplay. Yeah, probably bugs. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, because when people say when it does work, it's an excellent role-playing, excellent RPG, but man, when it doesn't work, it just pulls you out of the immersion. So it happens so often. So it's like, man, I can feel, because we just released our demo and we're getting people to play it. I get the excuse that, hey, it's really rough around the edges because we're newbies and we're two guys doing it.
Yeah.
We didn't make anyone, sign an embargo for our playtest. If we're going to show you stuff, we're going to show you.
Yeah, man. It's a sorrowful thing, dude. Like, you don't ever want anything like that to happen.
I mean, non-disclosures are normal things. I have them.
No, those things, yes.
Those are normal. But things like that, yeah, that's got to be a little itchy. That doesn't make a studio feel confident. So imagine how the developers feel, especially when they're getting stupid death threats. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're looking right around 50% on Metacritic right now.
How could you sit there and threaten someone's life over a bad gaming experience? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know. But we know the reviews are not going to be good after what we saw. So, Jesus. Well, that's enough on Cyberpunk. I just thought I'd bring that up because there's another.
It's the news.
It's the news for us, yeah. It's the news. Besides Tom Cruise, that was the big event.
I was about to say, well, if they hired Tom Cruise to blow up at people that gave him death threats, do you think they would get more death threats? Like go all Tropic Thunder on their butts, dude.
Yeah, I think he did a lot. Who knows? I feel like that almost counts as harassment. I was talking to somebody about it, and
because some people bring up the fact it's a powerful man talking down to people.
Well, but it's like you're technically your manager, but not really. It's weird. It's like when someone threatens you with like unemployment or something over something like that. I think that's.
Well, I mean, we're in America, and from what I understand, unless you have a union within your company, which don't actors and all that they have unions, all of that has unions. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I used to live in California, but I don't know what their employment laws are.
I don't know either, actually, but they're probably not that great around right now.
But their movie's been shut down. Like, what was that one that came out that was supposed to be? Was it Scorsese? Some movie came out right as everything was getting shut down, or I guess starting to open back up, and they started showing it in theaters, but no one went to it. Man, I forgot what movie that was, and that's why I forget about it. Is because it just. The times and the lockdowns and all that. It's a weird time to try to figure it out. But for movies, I mean, games and stuff, a lot of us have been able to stay in front of our computers and work, and even from home.
Lucky ones, yeah.
Lucky ones, yeah. So
lucky ones indeed.
It's I just say keep moving, Try to do your best, wear your masks, Be polite and be smart. But really, that's my most important one, the be polite part. There's no reason to act like animals.
I mean, be polite, be nice to people, yeah, for sure. That's number one. The whole golden rule thing is kind of like a very base level rule, but
and it's not even in the Bible. It's just normal common sense.
Right. Well, yeah, I would argue that.
I think it is said in a certain sort of way, love your neighbor as thyself, but that's not the golden rule. you know?
Right. I would even say you probably would think that, well, my point of view is that our morals come from us and they influenced religions in the whole. Like we, like they didn't travel, 40 days in the desert to reach paradise or whatever. They wouldn't have gone through all that without killing each other if they didn't have morals, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different scenarios where, just because something from the heavens told you something, I think
you got the Epic of Gilgamesh, you got the Bhagavad Gita, you got a lot of these other, like the Emerald Tablet of Thought, that depending on whether you're with Zechariah Sitchin's translations or not, or even with the normal translations, they seem to be talking about dynasties of kingdoms that lasted like 12,000 years per reign. And that's a little, whoa, what's going on here? Like all of them talk about a deluge. All of them talk about these things. You got Atlantis, from the Odyssey with Plato, I think is who it was. And it's just all these things. So how do you really know what's going on? How did we get on this?
No, it's just where it went. I don't know. Morals are, we're talking a lot of things. A lot of the discussion today is kind of about morals,
Hey, I'm trying to take my art to a professional level.
Oh, I pulled that up.
Skill. What tools do you recommend for traditional versus? Well, tools. What level of art skill are you? Would you say kind of? Let's go from A to F. If you were put into art class, what would you grade yourself? That's kind of where I'm getting at, Bud, is trying to see a leader of lag on a grade of A to F. How would you do in art class? What grade would you give yourself?
That's a weird way to put it, though. Maybe
I just want to know where he thinks he's at. So then we can start talking about what tools to kind of. Because why would you tell him to go get a protractor and pencils if he's a painter and an inker?
It's good. It's a good point.
But more people. Maybe a C if pro comic illustrators are an A. Okay. Well, what if Joe, give me a good F.
Oh, what's a good F?
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably in everybody's, I would say a good F is like,
maybe that weird slanky kid that was in your high school that drew like tattoos in his notebook. That's an F. Okay. Like go from
like that.
Go from that to like.
Yeah, he already gave you a good C.
I mean, but that's kind of median. So, what do you like to work in? I mean, when you're working with traditional, it's like I would use pencil if I was a beginner. Why? Because it's forgiving. If you want to go fast, use ink because it's not forgiving, and you have to start learning to make your mistakes into the art, and then teaching yourself not to make those mistakes again. If you're a painter, I mean, go nuts with watercolor and then switch to gouache. If you're more into the comic book stuff, Joe would probably say start getting pencils, tracing paper, Yeah,
there's all right. So his question is, what tools would you recommend? So
yeah,
it's an odd thing because the way I look at a lot of things these days are you create your own crutch. So
and tools can
digital, right? Yes, digital is easier. You're gonna have an easier time, and you're gonna have most forgiving time because you got layers, you got undos, you got all the conveniences of modern life.
You got adjustability though too,
right? And all that, yeah, free transform and everything else.
Even if you keep everything separate and you work on your old project, and you see something issue, like how you were talking about how you want your colors to blend through your comic book and make the actual color schemes kind of flow right. If you did something wrong, you can go back in digital and just easily blend a lot of that stuff out a lot better. In traditional,
right? Absolutely. So what I mean is, you create your own crutch. Like when someone offers you an easy way out, if you constantly take the easy way out, you never really make big strides. So I would say digital is easier, and you will get really good at digital. But for learning the base skills, the fundamental stuff, like
that will make you better at digital,
right?
Learn traditionally,
right. So you're going to learn certain things from different things, and I think the crutch of using digital too much kind of can make you a little bit of a lopsided artist. But that's just my take. I think there's a lot of people that only work digital, and they are really strict with themselves about learning anatomy, learning all the fundamentals, and they stick to it. You can do a great job there. But
I mean, be nice, Joe.
No, it's just how I see it.
Artist,
huh?
You just called him a lobster artist.
Lobster, bro.
No, you said lopsided. I'm just making.
Yeah, yeah. So I think a lopsided artist is one that doesn't try to flesh out the crutch he's got. So, or she.
I mean, yeah, I would say the same thing is, if you want to learn, then go traditional. If you want to just look cool and impress your friends for a weekend, go digital. You know.
But there's so much to learn. There's a lot of traditional guys that are amazed at what you can do digitally. And that's because, like I said, their crutch is not knowing the technology and the new stuff. So,
and what's the point of having access to all that technology if you don't know how to use it?
Right. Or at least know a little bit of it.
Yeah.
There's easy ways to even use 3D and stuff for your work. And even if you don't know 3D work, you can still use SketchUp and stuff.
SketchUp. Yeah.
That's a pretty easy way to like help you with perspective. And
but then again, that's kind of tracing again. If you actually, Joe, you have a few videos in your channel from way back in the day of perspective drawing. Once you learn how to draw perspective and grid out, you start to, I don't know if this is true for you, Joe, but you start to see things on that blank page in a 3D space.
Oh yeah, that's the skill of visualizing things in 3D space is a skill.
Yeah.
So if you're constantly tracing, you're not going to get that, but you will learn proportions and stuff if you start tracing.
Yes.
Stuff. And plus you just work quicker if you're trying to like do a background that you don't really care about. You just wanted something simple.
Trying to do something for Valentine's Day, go digital or use a projector, or like Christmas, if you're trying to do a portrait, use a projector, project it on like the old school ones and project it on the wall, and then tape your piece of paper there, draw it out, and then take it down off the wall and just render it out with shade, just go that way. That's a good practice to start, getting to go, because it gets a product going that looks all right, and then it makes you feel good, and then you'll do it again. That's the hard thing, is just constantly doing it, even though you think you failed.
It's a good way.
Failed. So
there's a lot of
artist tricks. It's illusion. So learn all of them you can.
We appreciate you asking, so we're able to help. We're approaching toward the end, so let me do a little quick ender for Star Circuit, because I haven't talked about it. I put out a survey, and let me talk about some of the results I saw. Put out a survey for what people maybe want for perks and stuff, and the results are coming back pretty cool.
Yeah, I should have done that, but I actually asked a lot of you guys that before I got Indiegogo, so
you still can probably throw one out there, man.
I'm actually having to take things out now. No, I'm pretty solid in case something changes.
It definitely is enlightening to see some of people's opinions. So that's in the works. I got a guy with my trailer, and that's in the works as well. The voiceover I have sounds nuts with this guy I got doing the voiceover for the trailer. Let me pull up Star Circuit's page real quick, and then we can move on. So Thanks for everybody showing up. This is it's another sweet holiday week.
You guys are awesome.
Yep. So I'm getting pretty close to 200 emails. I'm wanting 300 by February. That's what I'm hoping for. But that's going to take some extra push for me.
It's a baby, buddy. Gotta push it.
Yeah, pretty much.
The dinosaurs.
What dinosaurs?
Back on the old TV show Dinosaurs.
Oh, they're like the Muppet ones?
Not the mama. I'm the baby. Gotta love me. Apparently, it's coming to Disney Plus.
No way.
Yeah. I think so.
Can't say if that's good or bad. So, real quick, this is Star Circuit. I'm going to play the teaser because we've played it several times, but I'm working on all these little perks and stuff for when we launch in February 16th. Actually, I probably should add that's in my page. I haven't done that. But yeah, we're launching in February on a Tuesday, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to have plenty of what the hell is that?
Oh, you keep talking. I'm sorry, my dog.
Okay, I thought you were just messing with me. It's all good. So yeah, Star Circuit. The way I describe it is a cyberpunk racing adventure. Let's see. Hold on. I thought I had something else. It's Cyberpunk Racing Adventure. We're following a misguided street racer that's kind of gets convinced into racing against the most unbeatable androids who are at the pinnacle of the racing scene. So you can go sign up, and the book is a 32-page book, and it's going to be a sweet deal. If you do sign up, there are going to be secret tiers and a free trading card in the works for you. Some of the perks are going to be like a T-shirt, posters, like sketch cards that I'll do personally for everybody. Yeah. So that's Star Circuit. And
Yeah. Star Circuit. Comic.com.
happy trails. You out of here.
All right, bud. We'll talk to you soon.
And Reese is talking about little Bubba
Yeah.
over there.
Town. Yeah,
The hound dog.
He's fun. He's wanting to play.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, guys, check out StarCircuitComic.com. Check out Joe's Instagram, his tweets. Check out Beckoned at ZadeStudios.com and check out Zade Studios on Instagram. If you're into Reddit and you like JRPGs, go over there. If you're into Steam and PC games, go to Steam. Check out Beckoned. Again, sign up for Indiegogos. We're indie guys. We're broke. We're humble. We're just trying to get
Thanks,
this
leader.
started. So go sign up. Thank you all very much for everything. It's been awesome. Another good Wednesday. Another good
For sure. I think next week was Wednesday. That's the day before Christmas Eve. Do you want to do a holiday special that night? Or are you going to be around, Jeremy?
Yeah, but you might ditch me like you did that one. Like on our
No.
you might.
If we decide on it, we can do it. I'm not going anywhere that night, and I'll keep you posted. But for now, I think we can plan on it next week. We can do a sweet. What's this? Bigum's tea is back.
I don't know.
Tea.
Are we going to be able to do a holiday special or not? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's got to be to deal with you. I don't know.
Well, we'll do it next time, dude. Next week. I'll see you guys. I'll see you, Jeremy, and I'll see y'all 7 o'clock next Wednesday. I promise.
All right, guys, y'all have a good rest of the week. And if you want to catch back up with us Friday on Zade Studios or Beacon Development Weekly Stream, YouTube, Zade Studios. Check us out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See ya.